What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode number 10, you guys. This episode is titled Healing by Sheree, you guys. So, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you guys are not subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and by turning on your post notifications. And with that, you guys, with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss The Real Housewives of Atlanta, shall we? All right, you guys. So I'm laughing because of this first scene. So you guys know yesterday was my birthday, so I didn't actually watch this episode live. I watched it this morning when I woke up, right? But while I was out, with my cousin, I was on Twitter, I was on Instagram, right? And the first thing when I opened my Instagram up after Real Housewives of Atlanta had went off, it was a post from Ralph, and the post from Ralph's was like, he was promoting this apron that he has, where it says, "Call me daddy in the kitchen," and I was like, huh? And so I screenshotted it and I tweeted it. I said in my tweet, it's gone pretty viral right now because so many people have tweeted me, quote retweeted me, because I was like, bitch, why is Ralph on my timeline with this bullshit? Because I cracked up laughing, you guys. And then a lot of people are noticing two comments in the comment section, Dr. Heavenly and oh God, Ernest. Ernest, I can't even think of his last name right now, but he's a gospel artist, and you guys can go look at that tweet. But yeah, so I see now why Ralph promoted that, but I still have a question about that. So Ralph is doing a brunch at him and Drew's house, right? I can still, I see why he's promoting the apron, but it's not that smart, and I hate to say that, right? Because here's the thing. Yes, promote the apron because it was on the show, but why are you just promoting an apron? Why not why not make a cookbook? You just selling a damn apron. An apron that says, "Call me daddy in the kitchen." It's smart to capitalize off of it, but again, where is the cookware? Where is the cookbook? Like, that food that y'all made, I would be like, okay, y'all just had a whole ass brunch. But never mind, y'all had a chef there, so that was someone else's cooking. Again, Ralph, I'm just asking a question. Why the apron and not a cookbook? Or at least a line of cookware? You're just selling an apron. An apron. Okay. It is what it is, right? So this is a couple's brunch before all the ladies leave to go to Portugal, right? So Sonia comes, but Ross is not there because Ross is in. Wait, no, Ross was there. Ross is there. Heath is there. We see Heath. He's there with Monietta. Bryce, he came with Courtney. For the life of me, I'm tired of looking at Courtney's face. And it's nothing personal. I'm just tired of looking at Courtney. Candy is there with Todd. Roy is not there. That's who wasn't there. Roy wasn't there with Kenya. Marlo showed up with her man, whatever his name is. I forgot his name. Who else? Y'all, I'm missing somebody. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Sheree was there. Oh, Sheree was there. No Martell. No surprise there. And I think that's it, you guys. If I'm missing, who am I missing? Am I missing somebody? Maybe, maybe not. Of the cast: Sonia, Marlo, Kenya, Sheree, Drew, Candy. Okay, so I got everybody. I think. If I miss anybody, y'all can definitely tell me in the comment section because I really probably have forgot somebody, right? So Candy does let the group know that they've gotten the crew together for the movie that Todd is doing, and I saw somewhere, I don't know if it was on Twitter or if it was on her Instagram or what, but I did see them. They do have the promotional poster for the movie. I don't know when it's coming out, but I did see the flyer for the movie. I don't know if it's going straight to streaming or if it's I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna go straight to streaming, and that's no shade. Oh, wait a minute, how is that gonna work? I just thought about that because of the strike. I know y'all probably had already done this before the writer's strike, but we're like, that is so interesting because we are literally in the strike. The writer's strike, and now the SAG app. Now SAG has, everybody has joined that strike. So how is this movie gonna make any money? Because that's the biggest problem, is the fact that a lot of these streaming platforms, they're not paying people the residuals, in their residuals. Because I saw Brandy from P Valley. Brandy from P Valley, who plays Mercedes, she showed her residuals like 2 weeks ago on Instagram, and she because it came in the mail, and she opened that shit up, and when I tell you guys, she didn't make, it was like $3 that she got. I was like, so y'all might as well be waitresses, because I'm like, what the fuck? And that's one thing that I will say. These streaming platforms are making a whole lot of money from these actors and these actresses, but they're not paying them anything on the back end, and it's really a shame. And I'm standing with the writers and everybody involved, because we pay so, because if you guys even think about it, we pay so much money each month. Because I'm finna go down. I'm looking at my TV right now. I pay for Netflix. I pay for Disney Plus. I don't pay for HBO. I don't pay for Max, but I have Max. I have it through someone else. But I pay for Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus. What other apps do you have? Apple TV Plus, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Stars, Discovery, BT Plus, and all that kind of stuff. We pay for these streaming services, Amazon Prime, all that kind of stuff. Like, we pay for all this stuff, but it's like on the back end, y'all are not paying y'all's people what they're worth, and it's just terrible. But I do actually wonder, like, when is this movie gonna come out, and where is it gonna go? Like, that's an interesting question. I do wonder that, because like I said, I saw the promotional poster for it. Are y'all gonna try to go to a network at this point, or are y'all gonna go streaming? Because I don't, and this is no shade to Candy or to Todd. By no means is no shade to them, but I don't think that this movie would be big enough, even budget-wise, to go to a theater. I don't think that it would be big enough to go to a theater. And again, I like Candy and I like Todd, right? There's no shade to them. I just don't think that it's going to be that big to go there. But we'll definitely support them when they come out. But I just really wonder, where the hell is it going? So while they were sitting there, Roy called Kenya on the phone, and Marlo saw his face, and she's like, "Oh, that's Roy," and she's like, "I went out on a date with him." Kenya paid that dust. I was with Kenya. So let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. All right, you guys. So next up, we're still at Drew's house for this this brunch. Sheree, you are so fucking tacky. You're tacky, my girl. Cause you know what? I was gonna read into Sheree, but I'm not gonna read into Sheree the way that I want to. Cause I was on your website yesterday, right? And you be talking about people not paying, right? But you's a whole ass fool and a goddamn con, right? Because I went to her website yesterday just to see if you could purchase something, right? Because they talked about She by Sheree. So you can purchase some shit, right? But here's the get you gotcha when it comes to Sheree and that bullshit ass website. So you can purchase things from Sheree's website, and it comes to you, right? Sheree only gives you a 7-day window to return the product back to her. You can't wear it, can't have no perfumes, no nothing on it, right? And that's fine. But it has come with the original, it has come with the labels and all that kind of stuff. But again, you have 7 days to return that shit, and on top of you returning it, you got to pay to have it expedited back to her. Sheree, off, because I be damn. So, Sheree wants to bring up the fact that Drew is being sued by a chef. Now, Drew. I like you, Drew, but girl, I be wanting to defend you, but girl, when you said that this woman is suing you for $1,000, I was like, now, Drew, $1,000, sis, $1,000. Girl, just give that woman $1,000 and let her go away, because she's suing you for $1,000. If she wins the case, or even if you win the case, you have shelled out more money in attorney's fees. You are shelling out more money in attorney fees than a girl. Get that woman $1,000 and make that woman go away. It ain't that goddamn deep. Like, oh my God, Drew. I know you want to say that Sheree talking about you don't pay, but girl, we know she don't pay. But Drew, $1,000, sis, $1,000. Okay, girl, let it go. So we also see that there's a little issue between Kenya and Courtney. Can Courtney go away from us? Like, I just really want Courtney to go away. She is she's like a walking, talking chihuahua. Cause y'all know chihuahuas are just that's what she gives me when it comes to Courtney, right? At one point, Kenya was like, "Can you please stop touching me?" And I was with it because I was like, "Girl, what are we? Go away from me with this, Apollo. Please go away from me with this." That's all I gotta say about Courtney, because it's gonna come back up a little bit later in the episode, and I really don't want to talk about Courtney again. But we gonna talk about it when we get there. Let's pause here and move forward, and I guess we're gonna start to wrap up the episode, you guys. So we see the ladies as they all are getting ready to head to Portugal, right? Candy believes she had food poisoning, and I cannot imagine being on a plane going to another country, and that takes hours to get there, and you are in the bathroom on the airplane. Oh my God! So the first time I went to Atlanta, you guys, I had to use the bathroom, and I made sure to use it before I even got on the plane. But when I got on the plane, I had something to drink, and I was like, oh fuck! I was like, can my bladder at least wait until we land in Atlanta for me to use the bathroom? My bladder said, no, you fat bitch. Your fat ass is finna pee right about now. And I was like, oh, so we're gonna have to go to the bathroom. And I went in that airport bathroom, and that airplane bathroom, I was like, oh, hell to the no. It was horrible for me to use that bathroom, and I was just standing up. I was like, oh, it was shaking. I was like, how the fuck? And I was just sitting there thinking to myself while I was, doing number one. I was like, how can anybody do number two when your ass is just jiggling and shaking, like you just jiggling and shaking, and you trying to use the bathroom? I'm just like, oh my God, I couldn't imagine that. So, no, wouldn't be for me, right? So I will say where the ladies are staying at, very nice. Drew. Girl, I am so glad that you filed for divorce from Ralph, because so the person that you worked with for your video shoot suggested to your husband to go to Vegas to audition for the Chocolate City version of Magic Mike, and this nigga is gonna go while you're on vacation in another country. We don't see an issue with that? Okay. I guess. It ain't my marriage, so who am I to say? Who am I to talk? Drew, another thing for you, sweetie pie. Love you. Love you down, Drew, like you my girl. Drew, you know that Africa is a continent, right? Because you were talking about... Because, oh my God. When Monietta said that she had an orphanage in and I think she said somewhere in Africa. I think she said where. I forgot exactly where, but when she said she has an orphanage there, and Drew was like, oh, I've never been to Africa, but I've been to South Africa. I was like, Drew, they're the same place. South Africa is Africa. Africa is a whole entire continent. That's like somebody saying, "Oh, I've never been to the United States, but I've been to, Atlanta, Dallas, San Antonio." Babe, that's still the United States. Like, that is a whole South Africa, West Africa. Africa is a continent, Drew. So you've been to Africa. Oh, when she said that, I hated the fact that the producers put Africa and then South Africa, and you can literally see it's in the same. It's in the same. It's just literally South, South Africa, Drew, South Africa. We gonna pray. We Drew. You had a blind moment, so I'm gonna let you live that one down. I'm gonna let you live that one. So Kenya, girl, you and this divorce with Mark. I am so glad that Candy said that she is tired of her and this 3-year divorce. I was like, praise the Lord. Somebody finally said it. It has been forever with this divorce, and they are still not divorced today. They are still not divorced. They are still going through some issues right now. I know that last week Mark went to the courts about Kenya because of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, Mark is a piece of shit. My prayers are up for you, Kenya. They talked about Roy and Marlo. I think Kenya might have felt a little way about that situation, but she said that Roy had told her that previously. Back over with Drew. Drew was telling Monietta how she felt the way about Sheree bringing up the lawsuit, and I don't understand. I get why Drew feels away because Sheree is tacky and classless, but that's neither here nor there, right? Sonya, however, Miss Sonya, girl, you're a flip flopper. You're not you're not neutral, because my issue with Sonya is when it comes to Marlo and Sheree, you will laugh and kiki with them when they talk about Candy or Kenya, right? But if you guys remember the episode when Candy and Marlo got into it, and Drew, Kenya, and Candy were talking shit about Marlo, you didn't want them to do it. Like, you gotta be like, if you expect for Kenya, Candy, and Drew not to talk shit about Marlo, then you have to extend that same bit of grace to Sheree and Marlo. You got to say, hey, yes, I'm closer with you guys, but also, Candy and Kenya I'm cool with them, and I don't want y'all talking about them in my presence. But you don't do that. You don't do that. And that's a problem for me, right? That's really a problem for me. But let's pause here and wrap up, you guys. All right, you guys, so we see the ladies as they're getting ready to go to a restaurant that serves traditional Portuguese food. And the ladies were all like, what is traditional Portuguese food? So I think Marlo looked it up and she saw like sardines. I've never had sardines a day in my life. My mama used to eat those, and I'm like, oh God, they look so nasty. When you open up the can of sardines and you just, and then Marlo said she used to eat. Now, remember last week when I was talking about Tisha, that's what it was. I was talking about Letitia and her saying Espo. And I'm like, I know that there's some words that I say, and we say here in Texas that I don't know if it's the correct pronunciation, but I think it also might be a Southern thing, because Marlo said it the same way. So she was talking about she used to eat Vienna sausages, and I was like, so is it like? So I know how it's spelled. It's spelled. It looks like it says it's spelled Vienna, but my family and I for years we've always said Vienna. So let me know what you got. Let me know, guys, in the comment section. Is it Vienna like Vienna, or is it Vienna? But either way, my family say Vienna. But y'all know what we mean. Them look, it's so funny when it comes to that. I used to tear those things up, but today at my big age, you can't even get me to eat them. And it's nothing bad about them. I just won't eat them currently. But yeah, you guys, that's it. So we get to dinner. Courtney wants to bring up the fact that, she heard that Kenny got an issue with her. And even Drew, when they were in that scene, she was like, she's telling you about her boundaries. And I was like, exactly, Courtney. Girl, shut up. Like, y'all, I can't with Courtney. I just cannot with Courtney. So Drew addressed her issues with Sheree, and Sheree was actually downplaying what Drew was saying because she was like, "Well, you went on the radio and said that stuff about she by Sheree." Girl, what's worse? The fact that Drew said that you confiscated all the shit from the reunion, or the fact that people on social media clown you, calling your shit she by Sheree, she by Shein, and stuff like that. Like, Sheree, shut up. Shut up, Sheree. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. And I love the fact that Kenya, Candy, and Sonya all said that they didn't get anything. The only person who said that they got something was Marlo. Now, when Marlo was in that interview with the producer, she had on that hat that says she by Sheree and that old ass "Who Gonna Check Me Boo" shirt. Sheree, "Who Gonna Check Me Boo" was season 2 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Bitch, I'm gonna need you to do something better besides that, because you try to do, like, you are a failure in so many ways when it comes to your business. Who gonna check me, boo? Girl, don't nobody care about. Yes, that is a clever meme that we still use today. Who gonna check me, boo? Then remember when you came out with that ugly ass Bone Collector shirt that you had a few seasons ago. Sheree, you are just an embarrassment. Completely, utter embarrassment. So, what was I? Where was I yet? So yeah, that's really it. Drew wanted Sheree to apologize. Now, Drew, I did hate the fact that you walked out that restaurant crying. Girl, don't give Sheree any kind of ammunition against you. But that's the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications on. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, please stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys for something else. Bye, guys.